Baron Mamiya later on today in the round of 16. Another great one to watch, but this has been the run of Italo. Felt like a runaway type world title campaign.
Totally on point and so fast. Let's see how he goes out at Burleigh this morning.
Looks like we might get a start here. Italo, world number 1. Finding a lot of speed, big section, disconnected, and a tough landing right on top of his surfboard.
That board cannot be okay.
Wow, he landed right on top of it.
Buckled.
Now Julian's got the lineup to himself, and he is just flowing. What an opportunity just to feel out this point. Nice clean decisions just with his pace and carves. One of the best bottom turns in pro surfing. Is just tagging a couple sections and feeling it out on his opener this morning.
Set moment here, but let's have a look what Jules got done on his first wave, streaking down the line. Nice smooth check turn, a lot of spray. Just a series of projection maneuvers down the line. Now he starts to open up as the wave slows down. Nice carve, again, just staying with this power source. The wave a little broken up, Jules reading it well. And then this final turn, just a real thud to finish off.
Julian Wilson, solo session at Burleigh Heads here as he's flowing off his first turn. Big section off the roof, stomps it perfect into the barrel. Julian Wilson just getting clipped on the exit. Holy smokes. There are some gems out there. That thing just started guttering out and... Flick, what'd you see here?
Oh man, this is crazy. Goes this turn here straight up into the lift, so critical, and then up underneath the hood, just the transition between those. I mean, if he's coming out of that, he's on his way to a really healthy score. Look at how throaty that thing is. It is absolutely getting coned there on that inside section.
Yeah.
As we see Italo into his second wave after the big board break, and he's still launching type of angle on his board. That time he did land on it, but completely disconnected on both of those ramps. Julian scores are in now, 4, 6, 7. A hero, Jay Bay, in the heat with Mick Fanning years ago in the middle of a title race, as we've got Julian up now. Nice flow to start. He'll have to kick out. So a short wave there and a throwaway. You want to know, what does it mean to a guy who's accomplished so much? He's a pipe master. To get teary on a trials win, that just shows what it means to Wilson at the moment. Italo throwing down a turn, sticking to the face on this one. Now getting a nice pace and beautiful rhythm through this inside track. Julian's taking off up the point, and he's feeling it. First with Italo, Flick.
Yeah, so Italo obviously just, registering, let's just go to turns here, let's keep it a bit more safe, right? Let's stick to the face of the wave, and he banks off a couple of nice maneuvers. You can sort of see with the angle of this wave, it's forcing him out onto the face a bit, so wasn't really able to find that full vertical moment.
Wilson lays that rail down. Beautiful power carve on that JS. Puts it in the pocket again, the wind up, fin throw, reverse, and gets it. Wilson, so solid this morning. I saw him walking up the stairs of the Red Bull Athlete Zone.
Nose picks, but behind him, Jules. Yeah,
Jules streaking down the line here. These waves just running beautifully down the bank. A big carve, Jules sending plumes of spray to the heavens. Another nice clean snap, and then this final finishing maneuver, gets a little air rev. Not a lot of hype, but still a very tidy finish. Got to the completion where Italo had the fall. About 28.5 litres. But Jules has bulked up over the last couple of years. Really strong. Here we go.
Italo just chattering that Timmy Patterson into that full helicopter that hasn't been working for him now on 3 tries. We'll get caught up with this heat. Julian Wilson, Flick.
Yeah, so one big stat for Jules. Floats down this section. Looks like he's trying to find this inside track. Will the wave give it to him? A nice redirect there, just staying with the power source. And wow, okay, gets a nice progressive finish too. So, and behind him, Italo.
So Italo, this is the first look for us as well. Nice big carve off the top. One of the bigger waves we've seen this morning. Italo connects with it, and again.
This sort of seems like the chips are stacked against him. Looks like he's going to have another go here.
Here he goes. Italo Ferreira thrives off energy. Enos always tells us quick up and out for both competitors. Italo, a little bit deeper. Julian starting to push down the line. He'll grab this wave. Big section falls right in front of him, and he's going to kick out as well. Both these guys fired up, looking at every little section on this point break.
Looks like Jules maybe having a look at this one.
Such a big playing field. Julian looking at all of his options. Deep off the bottom. Tweaks out that first carve, and now Julian's getting inside the pit for a quick vision and hops out. It's just that smooth style that we miss seeing at every event on tour for all those years. He got his final at Kira with Ace Buckin. As we look at this one, Rick.
Yeah, fun snap to start off. Just right in the pocket. Now tucks in. It's a little bit of vision, but this thing just starts to crush down on him. And I think at this point, Jules is just going, okay, let's reset. Let's get back.
Enjoying the intensity of the day. And rolling into this one is world number 1, Italo, up and out. Still chasing a 7.10. Oh, the boys are going to enjoy this wet day out there. Kaipo on the ski with, and the pilot on that Red Bull ski. Michael Channy, long time water patrol. As we look at Italo starting to pace. Julian's got a big wedge heading his direction. That JS kind of fluttered under his feet, and he'll let that one go. Oh, you'd be nervous watching Italo scrap into this with a minute 15, only chasing a 7.10. World number 1 connects out the back, then throws a little fading cutback. He wants to be able to use that big punt if he can. Nice easy pace carve. He's running out of wave though. We're seeing all these familiar faces back at the CT event. His support crew is elated. He goes to 5-0 over Italo Ferreira.